Tell them where we're at and what we're doing.
Hi there, geocachers and adventurers. We are here today at the KOA campsite Herkimer Diamond Mines in Herkimer, New York. At least I think it's Herkimer, New York. It's somewhere in that neighborhood. And we have come here several times before, but we thought today that you would be interested in watching us mine for Herkimer diamonds.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
And we got Camden, he's up there on the ledge doing what he does.
Doing his thing. He couldn't wait.
He couldn't wait. But we got a little campsite. Oh, we got a little campsite set up in case it starts raining. It is raining today a little bit, but we're gonna give it a go and
we're gonna have some fun.
Yep.
We did already find a nice little Herkimer in the matrix.
Yep.
And the really cool thing is that this is the only place in the whole wide world, right here in this area, that there are Herkimer diamonds.
Yep.
And the conditions were perfect to create them here and nowhere else.
Do you want to explain to when you do mine them, to try to leave them in the matrix like that?
Yeah, it is. A lot of people want to pull them right out of the rock, but if they fall out, that's one thing and that's okay. But it's better to leave them in the matrix, which is what they call when it's still stuck in the rock.
Dolomite.
Like
this is dolomite.
Yep, the kind of rock is dolomite. And
like this white is calcite.
yes,
yep.
Actually, I know where there's some nice calcite crystals. But you're going to find calcite here, dolomite, and also something called druzy, which is basically baby diamonds.
Yep.
Baby Herkimers. And yeah, and it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of work. Maybe you could show them like a big dolomite boulder so you know what to look for.
Yeah.
When you're mining,
you want to find stuff like this with the holes in it, like that. And we like to set up away from a lot of people, because here in a little bit I'll show you why, because I like to get a little crazy swinging. Big sledgehammer. But
this one has calcite crystals in it, which also form in the dolomite. So it's kind of neat.
Yep. Like the bust with the tools I got, but yeah, some of these smaller ones though are definitely doable. We found a big one. I'm gonna try to crack it, but it's got see how it's got that crack there? Sometimes you can bust these bigger ones. Even if they look like you can't bust them, they can be busted. We're just gonna film as I do it.
There he goes with the sledgehammer he can use with finesse, he says, as if there's such a thing for sledgehammer use. Gotta watch out for flying rocks. And that's one thing when you diamond mine, you probably will end up with lots of little nicks on your arms and hands and stuff from flying rock pieces. But ooh. Yeah, I just got hit with a flying rock in the shoulder and I'm a ways away from him. Watch him busting rocks. I'm going to take a little pan over here. You can see Camden still up there on the hill digging around. He's having fun. That's one of the other ways that you can find Herkimers, is to dig. Look around on the ground to see what's around. I find a lot that way. There's also people who pan for it, like there are some big puddles and you can get like a sieve kind of thing and sift through what's on the bottom and find them that way. It's all kinds of things.
It's got stuff in it.
Okay.
You want to come here?
Yeah, I'm gonna come on over to where Lauren's busting rocks and we'll see what he found.
I didn't find nothing, but I want to show that these big rocks can be busted with persistence. See this crack, how it's getting bigger? And it goes all the way. What I'm going to try to do is take this section off. But
Ooh, we're gonna zoom back out so we can see him. Instead of just a close-up of his butt.
right here.
I found it.
Okay.
And there's Camden up on his hill with his little hammer doing his thing. He enjoys that. We'll get back over here to Lauren. So hey, diamond mining is cool because you can also get your workout in. After a day of swinging a sledgehammer, even a big guy like him is beat. All right.
We busted this off, cracked it.
And I will tell you this too, when he's busting the rocks, there's a certain smell.
Yep.
It's like almost a slightly sulfury smell, kind
Yeah.
of. It doesn't smell
Stink.
horrible. It's not stinky, but you can smell
I want to
it.
get this while I...
All right, he's gonna break off this corner,
You
and
know
we'll
what?
see
Do this
what's
part
in here.
really easy if you can.
Did we get lucky?
Yep. There's some right there. They're not very big, but it's a... See, that's what you call... What is that? Double terminated? See how there's two of them there?
Oh no, that's a twin, isn't it?
It's a twin.
Yeah, that one is a twin. So it's two Herkimers stuck together. And Herkimers are double terminated, which means that there's a point on each end.
Yep.
And that's just how they're naturally formed. They're faceted. They look like they are polished
Yep.
and cut jewels, like. But that's just the way that Mother Nature makes them.
And any pieces that break off like this, you want to look for them.
Yeah, check. And check in the debris, the dust,
Yep.
because sometimes some will go flying.
Yep. Especially when you hit them like I do.
Ooh, look at this.
Oh yeah.
Battle scar.
Yeah, it's,
We got some blood.
we haven't even been at... Oh, that's calcite.
Yep, see the calcite crystals? And sometimes you'll find a really large calcite crystal, and actually there's a little bit of druzy in there
Yep.
too.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see. I was trying to
Yep. Hang on.
show that.
Sorry.
If you can see, but it's the sparkle.
We're gonna find a nice piece. Yeah, nothing there.
Nothing too exciting there. That's just it. You just don't know.
But you do gotta bust them open to find them.
Yes, you do. Although you can look around too, and you can find some, but there's just different methods. There's some more calcite crystal
Yep.
right there. That's pretty common to find, but it is pretty. And sometimes a couple times we found a huge calcite crystal,
Yeah.
and we kept those because they were extremely large.
I don't see any more cracks in this. But those are some nice ones. See over there how they're all holy?
Yeah, there's a lot of rocks. You look for the holes. The dolomite rocks have holes in them. And
A lot of
those are the
times
ones.
A lot of times people pick the surface ones out, but they're on the
There's
inside.
more inside. Yeah. All right, shall we? Lauren's working over there where we found the twin Herkimer diamond, and he's gonna see if there's any more in there, or see if we can reduce the size of that, because that's a huge boulder for a fairly smallish Herkimer. Although the twins are cool because sometimes you will find some that are a little bit different. Most of the Herkimer diamonds are clear. Sometimes you'll find one with like a yellowish orangey cast, and those have iron in them, which is kind of cool. And sometimes you'll even find one that has a water bubble inside of it.
That one that I just busted has a nice big one in it.
Ooh, let's come see it.
I can't reel it off. Oh, wait. See how I split this here? And it don't look like there's nothing in it. It just looks like.
Oh, just wait.
But if you look right there.
Yeah, inside the little window.
Can you see it? Or you're not pointing. That'll give me something
to work at. And we don't want to lose that twin either because it's kind of rare. Oh, look, that broke off nice.
Yep. We'll just kind of keep it like that.
Yeah, see? This is a much more manageable size than the boulder.
Yep.
But there may be some more in there too.
Yep.
So we'll save that and Lauren will give it a couple more whacks. This is a good way to get out your aggression too, folks.
Oh. It's beneficial to find a big giant rock like this where you can, we call it setting up base camp.
Yep.
But having something solid to hit off of.
It's almost like an anvil.
Yep.
Like if you were a blacksmith, you want a nice flat surface that's hard that you can work at.
Nice clean work areas so you're not tripping over stuff.
Right. Including your extra sledgehammer.
Yep. And with one hit, and that piece with the Herkimer fell off.
Oh, you never know how they're going to split.
One hit. I can't believe that. Where's our little hammer?
Camden's got. Oops. Here's Lauren. He's trimming this down a little, trying to see what we got in there, while still trying to keep it in the matrix. Sometimes they pop out. Ooh, look at that.
It's still in the matrix too.
Still in the matrix.
Just be careful of that one because it'll pop out.
And it's a nice one. Look at this. This one is a little bit irregular shaped too. You see, if you turn, it's got like a smaller one kind of behind it attached to it. So it's not like a perfect twin, but it's a interesting one.
Yeah.
Very cool. Wonder what else is going to be in that chunk.
I think this is a good chunk.
Yeah, this is a good chunk. And that's how it goes. Sometimes you'll find a chunk. It must be the conditions were just right, and you'll get quite a few. I'm getting out of the shrapnel way. And I was showing you, we have a gorilla cart so we can wheel our sledgehammers and all our findings and everything. We also, a lot of people bring a bucket. We bring a great big old stock pot. And the funny story behind that is that the first time we came, I had buckets all out and we forgot them on the front porch. Left them there, and I was like, oh no. But on our way to Herkimer, we stopped at a yard sale and we found a giant pot for sale. And so we bought it, and it's kind of been our trademark since then to carry the big stock pot, and it works well. We also bring an assortment of plastic jars and things like that to put small ones in. You don't want to bring anything glass because you don't want to take the chance of it breaking while we're here. Because there's a lot of awkward footing. It's all stones. There's puddles, there's hills to climb, and it's just not an area where you want to have glass, and you don't want to endanger yourselves, and you don't want to endanger future miners either. Nobody needs to get sliced open on your glass mason jar that you brought because you thought it would be cute. Lauren's still busting rocks, looking for stuff. I like to, when he's done, I like to go and check for little ones and stuff because he misses a lot. Because he's so busy busting the rocks, he misses out on a lot of the other stuff.
Easy stuff.
Yep. And I like to go through and check it out.
And she does do a good job finding stuff.
I do. I find a lot of things that have popped out or whatnot. And there's Mr. Camden, still up on his hill. He kind of blends in, but he's having fun, getting dirty, but that's what little boys enjoy, and that's okay. So if you come to the mines, wear your play clothes. Don't worry about looking cute.
Good pair of shoes or boots.
Yeah, wear definitely closed-toed shoes. If you've got some nice boots, wear them. I've got sneakers on, and that's acceptable, but it's not the best choice. But we have seen people come wearing Crocs, people come wearing slides and flip-flops, and you're not allowed to according to the rules, but people do it anyway, and this is not the kind of terrain for those kind of shoes. And believe me, I am a flip-flop person. I wear them for as much of the year as I can, pretty much March through November, but here I have to wear the closed-toed shoes just for safety and sensibility. It's kind of different. We haven't been here in a little while, and things have changed since we were here last. Our favorite spot is currently underwater. Yep. From all the rain, so we had to kind of change it up a little bit this year, and we're having some success, but not as much as we usually do, but that's okay. Some days you do, some days you don't. Let's see. It's kind of fun. You kind of paw through what's here. See if there's anything. Not really seeing much today. A lot of times I will find a few extra diamonds doing this, a few extra Herkimers, but not today. There's a little bit of calcite, but nothing too fantastic. I'll check a few of these rocks that split off. Yeah. Okay. See if there's anything. Yeah, I have to say I do miss our usual spot, but there's calcite crystals. Nothing too exciting. There's some kind of cool stuff. Somebody has been working hard over here, if you can see. Looks like they dug their own little pit here. I don't know how successful they were in finding anything, but that is definitely a strategy that people use. Give you a different angle look at it. And one of the rules here is that you can't climb the cliffs that they have, that are rocky cliffs. But you actually really don't need to anyway, because the Herkimers are pretty much found around waist height. They call that where the miner's table is. And all of the stuff that's up high, that it's not going to be where the Herkimers are. It's not where they form. Look at Lauren. He looks like he is trying to figure out what he wants to bust up next. You got to work up an appetite.
That's right.
Because after this, we're probably going to try to find an eating challenge for him for his other channel, Gastric Gladiator. See, he does the ET Gnome Home channel with all the cool hiking and geocaching and diamond mining and all that, so that he can work off a few extra calories from all the food challenges. Having any luck? Not yet? That's all right. Camden. Look at you. You look like a little wild guy. You've made a hole up there, bud? Look at him. He's going right to town. A lot of times in the past, Camden has liked to be in the water and look for diamonds there, but it is pretty cold today. It's in the 50s, kind of threatening to rain, but you know, we've been having a lot of rain lately, so things are wet. In the area where he usually swims is all just a giant puddle now. So we didn't go down there to mine because there really isn't much of an area for you to stay dry. And today is not a day where you would want to have wet clothes. But on days when we've come and it's 80, 90 degrees out, that water feels pretty darn good, I'm sure. Might notice, hold up your wrist, Lauren. Hold up your wrist with your green wristband. See that? They give you a wristband when you come in so that you've paid and are able to mine for the day. And this place is a lot of fun. And I believe the mine is open from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. And the cool thing is you can keep anything that you find, whatever it may be. They do have some areas that are roped off, and those areas you can't go into. And usually it's either for your safety or because they do have a professional mining company that mines here as well. And so some of it is their territory and some of it is just not safe, and some of it is just blocked off. Perhaps it's not the property that they want to have people mining in. But yeah, Camden is still up there in his little sanctuary. There he is. He blends in really well. I should have had him wear something bright, but I had him wear dark colors because I figured when he got dirty, it wouldn't show as much. And I knew he was going to be dirty. So have you come up with a plan yet, Lauren? Not yet?
Hit rocks.
Hitting rocks, that's a good plan. There's lots of them here. Check out all the rocks. And these are not just small rocks, these are like giant boulders. We are about out of battery. Okay. So I'll just film you till it dies. That busting rocks in the not so hot sun. I don't think he's going to need to fight the law though, because when we paid our entrance fee, we get to keep whatever diamonds we find. Even the big ones.